Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today is going to be something pretty different compared to what I usually tackle on this channel. I've been doing anime theories for a while now, and I still enjoy doing them a lot, but I thought a video like this was really interesting and is a topic to a lot of debate. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I've always loved comparing characters and seeing what makes two different people similar, as well as highlighting their differences as well. A big part of why I like comparing characters is also seeing who would win a fight if these characters were to be in a fight. I'm sure you've once thought who would win in a fight, LeBron James or Eren Yeager. Well, we're going to find out with pure science analysis who would win this fight. Let's start with LeBron James and see what he has going for him in this fight. LeBron James, we all know him as one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
Better be able to finish. Oops, here I come. There it goes.
And has carved his spot in not only basketball history, but world history for his feats. LeBron is a 4-time NBA champion and has won the finals and most valuable player award all 4 times he has won a championship. He's won the MVP in the regular season 4 times as well, but one of his greatest feats is winning a championship with 3 different teams. He's considered a genius and a strategic demon on the basketball court, but has shown that he's also unmatched in his ferocity and speed when he decides to turn it up a notch. And on the other side, we have Eren Yeager. Eren is a young, courageous person who will stand up for what is right and will stubbornly fight for his goals and never give up achieving them. Not only has he received military training as a scout, but he also possesses the ability to transform himself into a titan and transform himself to boost his strength, size and speed significantly. There is more that can be said about Eren, but saying that would move towards spoiler territory. So the Eren we will be pitting against LeBron James is one that is only from season 1 of the anime. I want to pit these characters together and go through a sort of checklist to see which one of them would ultimately beat the other in a fight. In this checklist, the categories that will be judged are strength, speed, brain power, willpower, and adaptability. I have chosen these categories as I feel these are what would accurately represent the various abilities needed in abundance to be victorious in a brawl. Starting with strength, we see that LeBron is someone who, whenever he decides to attack and be aggressive in his playstyle, he completely bulldozes his defenders and he cannot really be stopped unless he is heavily fouled. Granted, he is a person who cannot just activate this anytime he wants, as he's usually passive and chooses to get his teammates in the best possible position to play their roles. However, when it comes down to it and big moments, he's always been ready to activate that attack-minded playstyle of his. Now, moving on to Eren, who is someone who in his base form is reasonably strong, as he has been in the military for a number of years, training and honing his strength. However, this still pales in comparison to LeBron. It is only when he enters his Titan form that he's able to propel his strength to unimaginable levels. Capable of wiping out whole squadrons, towns, or villages with his monstrous strength, all Eren would have to do is bite his hand, and his power would be unapproachable. Not even a full power LeBron, who possesses so much upper body strength and incredible power to get to the basket whenever he wants, would be enough to stop Eren in Titan form. So this round is going to have to go to Eren. When we talk about the next category, speed, at first glance, knowing the basic knowledge about these characters, you should be able to come up to a conclusion on who is faster. In human form, Eren is in great physical shape, and being in the Survey Corps has definitely increased his speed. However, LeBron's speed is also amazing. For someone as strong as him, moving how he does is an anomaly. He's incredibly quick, and his speed is a major factor as to why he's able to constantly be a monster on the basketball court. Matched with his power, he becomes an unstoppable force on the basketball court. Comparing Eren in his human form with LeBron to see who is faster should lead to the conclusion that LeBron would win this round. Both are incredibly well built and have taken care of their bodies to be able to move so quickly. But if you had to find a winner, it would most likely be LeBron. But that is only when Eren is in his human form. It gets interesting when Eren becomes a Titan. Obviously, Eren becomes incredibly tall and undergoes a gigantification. Eren's strides would be unimaginably long, and he could probably clear whole rivers in a few strides. So now you think that Eren should be the clear favorite now and completely demolish LeBron, right? Well, not really. Although Eren's strides are insanely long, and compared to the strides that LeBron would take, Eren comes put as a victor. But there is also another factor in speed, which comes down to the number of steps taken within a given time. In 5 seconds, in 30 seconds, in 5 minutes, the number of steps someone can take in a specific time frame and how quickly they are moving their feet can contribute to a faster speed. Although Eren's strides are long, in Titan form, the steps he takes are smaller compared to the steps LeBron would take in a 30-second interval. And in that time that Eren has passed LeBron with a single stride, LeBron would have caught up to Eren and most likely be ahead of Eren due to the number of steps and how fast LeBron has taken these steps. Factoring in these elements, we can come to the conclusion that in terms of speed with Eren's Titan form and LeBron, that LeBron would still be the victor in a matchup of speed. That puts the score at 1-1 and ties them up. When it comes to brain power, we're talking about having the ability to create strategies, plans, tactics, as well as be able to outsmart and defeat your opponent in a mental battle. This is super important in battle and could be argued as the greatest asset to have in a battle. Looking at Eren first, ever since he was a child, he was never considered smart or a genius in any way. In fact, fact, he was quite the opposite and was prone to being stubborn to the point where his stubbornness would cloud his head and impact his decision making. He was always being supported by Mikasa, who would help him calm down, not to mention his other friend Armin, who was incredibly smart as a child. Fast forward to their time in the Survey Corps and not much has changed. In fact, Eren has become even more hot-headed, and although he can lead others, it is not through his ability to be calculated and prepared in combat. We have seen him in the show pale in comparison to Armin in that factor, as Armin is very strategic and quick-witted, to where he's able to create and execute plans successfully through actual thinking and not just blindly rushing into his enemies, which Eren does a lot of. So what you can get from this is that Eren is someone who is sort of lacking in the brain power area. So when you bring LeBron into this category, what do you get? Someone who ticks all the boxes when it comes to brain power. Despite being so strong and athletic, he's also known for his ability to pass the basketball. With over 10,000 assists and counting, he's someone who knows exactly where and when to pass the ball to his teammates. His ability to read the defense that is shown to him and find openings in them is similar to a general or commander finding the weak point within the enemy's formation and pinpointing their attack towards there. It becomes pretty clear who would win the battle of the brains between Eren and LeBron. Even if Eren went into his Titan form, we've seen no inclination that he becomes smarter or dumber in that form. What we have seen is that he seems to keep his current level of intelligence, and compared to LeBron, it's just not good enough. So this round goes to LeBron. Both of these guys are very devoted to their goals and aspirations. LeBron spending millions on his body to win championships and defeat the other teams, while Eren is hell-bent on his goal to eliminate all Titans from existence after a Titan killed his mother in the very first episode. We have seen the lengths that both of these guys would go to for the achieving of their goals. But if you were to pit these guys against each other on their willpower, on whom would have the most fighting spirit and never give up attitude, this round would have to go to Eren. Although LeBron has won 4 championships and has gathered a number of accomplishments, he has also lost in the finals 6 times, as well as making it to the playoffs 15 times in his career. Although that is a lot, ending up with 4 out of 15 tries for someone of his caliber is not particularly amazing. Eren, on the other hand, is someone who has experienced losing his family and village to ruin and disaster. Living off of minimal food throughout his childhood and experiencing poverty with harsh living conditions, he still managed to become a scout and rise from that small, scrawny brat he used to be to the alpha male Titan killer, all while overcoming many near-death experiences while fighting the Titans. Eren has persevered through so many disastrous events that will destroy the will of everyone else. He definitely secures this category and ties it up again. We now move on to the final section of this video, where we decide once and for all, definitively, who the true victor of this battle between the King, LeBron James, and Eren Yeager, the Attack Titan. The final test is adaptability, and this is talking about how easily each character is able to adapt to new and differing circumstances that may appear, but not only adapt, as well as show excellence in these new situations. Eren is someone who was not originally skilled on the battlefield, and instead had to grow his battle prowess through experience. We have seen plenty of times how he has reacted to new situations, such as finding out when Reiner and Berthold were Titans themselves, and preparing to fight them, as well as the early days of being in the military, where he was able to get rid of his nervousness and fight the Titans for the very first time. However, it is also true that Eren has been the target of the enemy for a while, and he has been kidnapped multiple times and seemingly being unable to do anything about it until he is saved by his friends. So that does take away from some of Eren's ability to adapt to new situations. Moving on to LeBron, he's someone who has been very dominant in his career in the NBA for so long and has not had many times where his adaptability was tested. But when it has been, he has stepped up to the challenge. He has had to put his team on his back multiple times in his career and led them to the finals single-handedly. But his greatest example of showing his ability to adapt is when he and the Cleveland Cavaliers overcame a 3-1 deficit to win the next 3 games and secure an NBA championship against the Golden State Warriors. Although LeBron has crumbled under pressure in his career a few times early on, he has shown that he is capable of standing against it as well. Now, to finally crown our champion and see once and for all who is truly stronger, Eren Yeager or LeBron James, with a score of 3-2 and winning the adaptability round, take home the title of who is stronger. The winner is, drumroll please, LeBron James. LeBron has proven slightly more so than Eren that he is capable of changing his strategies and making the right decisions. Ultimately, if these two individuals were to end up throwing down, LeBron James will be the winner, as a fight is just not determined by physical strength alone, but a variety of different qualities that LeBron has shown he possesses more of than Eren. I hope you enjoyed the video, and after watching, I've come to understand how powerful both these people are. Although LeBron is our winner, both of these guys are insanely powerful people and are in a league of their own. Thanks for watching.